Alright, Magnus, I'm going to take a look at this footage of Walter Wallace. I'll have a link in the description, but of course I'm not going to show it because of YouTube rules. However, I just did a video with the conservative twins, listening to what they had to say about the situation, and I did not know there was footage out, so I'm going to take a look at the footage, and I'll give you my, thoughts on it.
This cell phone video capturing a chaotic scene in West Philadelphia. A man who officers say was armed with a knife is shot multiple times by police and later pronounced dead at the hospital. That shooting sparked protest and then violence and in the city. Several officers were sent to the hospital after they were hit by bricks. A female officer was hit by a pickup truck even. News 4's Ray Vieta has more.
Violent protests, dozens of arrests, and 30 officers injured after police shot and killed
I don't think they had to shoot him.
Monday.
They could have backed up more than that. I saw the way he was coming at him. I don't think they needed to shoot him. I do not think they needed to shoot him.
They found a man, later identified as 27-year-old Walter Wallace, acting erratically and waving a knife. In the video, you can hear an officer yelling for Wallace to put the knife down as he moves toward them before the officers open fire, killing Wallace.
I have directed the officer.
He was walking toward him. They didn't have to shoot him.
There are many questions that
demand
answers.
He wasn't even running at him. He was walking.
Sparking protests and looting overnight.
They didn't have to shoot him. I don't think they had to shoot him.
It don't make no sense. If you want to go out there and demonstrate. But when you're tearing up your neighborhood, that's not cool, you know what I'm saying?
Dozens of officers were hurt.
No, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all.
Hospitalized after being struck by a pickup truck.
No.
We anticipate the chance of additional incidents of civil unrest. And as such, we will be taking additional steps to ensure order.
Philadelphia bracing for the potential of more violence as the investigation into the shooting continues.
Yeah.
Ray Vieta, News 4, New York.
Nah, I don't agree with it at all. No. I don't believe they had to shoot him. I don't care what nobody says. People are going to say it's justified. That's because you're trigger happy and you don't mind killing people. That's exactly what it is. It's no way that it was justified. It was no. And I get they were scared. But he was several feet away from them walking at them. They didn't have to shoot him. Nah, that's the way I feel about it. Okay? I get certain aspects of the law, and I understand why he was shot, but I don't approve of it. I think something else could have been done. Like I'd have backed up further. You get what I'm saying? I would have backed up further. You know what I mean? Period. I'm pretty fast on my feet. You know what I mean? I would have backed up further. Like I said, look, there's cars right there. I'd have walked around the car. Like, listen, I don't want to shoot you. Listen, I just want to talk. You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know what I mean? No, there's no way I would have shot that man. No way. Especially they called because he's having a manic episode. Come on. I dated somebody that was manic depressive, bipolar, whatever you want to call it. I dated someone like that. And, I never knew her to get violent. But I knew the contrast in personality, what it can do to people. And, there's no need to shoot him. Isn't there that footage out there, that one dude, and he does happen to be white. He's wielding that samurai sword. And did the cops shoot him or not? I don't think he did. I think he was just in the middle of the street and they had him surrounded and he never, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I could have swore I saw like a comparison to that and I was like, that's interesting. Because I remember seeing that when I first got on YouTube years ago. He had that samurai sword and I think he kind of came at the cops sometimes or whatever. It was like a standoff for a while and they never shot him, from what I understand. I could be wrong. But I know there's situations where people don't. As a matter of fact, I worked with a police officer, retired police officer, when I worked for a home security company. And he told me a story about how there was a guy coming at him with a knife. And he didn't shoot him. I remember that. And he said the guy kept coming. He just kept coming. And I forgot how they diffused the situation. I wish I had him here to tell the story. But there it is. You know what I'm saying? And he told me the guy really was like, at him. But they didn't shoot him. They were able to arrest him and get him the help he needed. See what I'm saying? So... no, I don't think it was racially motivated. Could it have been in the way that certain people are afraid of black people type of thing? It's like they're more afraid of black people than they are of other races. Could have been like that. Maybe. I don't know. Could have been that they're just afraid of a guy wielding a knife. Could be. That same police officer also told me that they train police officers to be scared. It's the way they train them. They train them to be itchy and scary like that. You know what I'm saying? So it probably comes down to the training. Something has to be done about de-escalating a situation. I would not have shot him. I get why some of you believe that it was justified. Because especially when you're a person that's... like I told you, I'm not black or white. I'm shades of gray with how I think. And I do understand why some people think it's justified, because some people actually, the way they think is everything is protocol or law. So therefore, by protocol, their lives were in danger. Therefore, if your life is in danger, you must shoot. To those people that think like that, there is no gray area. There is no exception to the rule. But in life, there are exceptions to the rule. We see it happen all the time. In law and everything else in life, you see exceptions to rules all the time. And, I don't think he needed to be shot. But I'm not a person that's by the book. I'm not so regimented and stiff that it has to be black or white. I think a lot of times that gives people control over their lives more when they can point to statistics or point to this law or point to this protocol, because it helps them, it makes it easier for their conscience. It puts it into place. It lets it fall in line for them, and they can... But I don't think like that. I go the tougher route. You know what I mean? I use my morals and my human compass more. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different. I pull up. He's wielding a machete. I see his family beheaded on the porch, and he's coming after me. I'm shooting. You know what I'm saying? It's different. He's running at me. He's about to swipe. You know what I mean? And he's moving fast. Because they're running at you. I mean, for you to turn around and try, that's really hard to do. There's just certain situations, but that's not what happened. The family called. They were having issues with him. I mean, if he wanted to stab some family, he would have. They had plenty. From the time that the cops are called to the time that they get there, he had time to stab family. But he's got a compass too, moral compass, even though he's having a manic episode. So when the cops got there, he probably flipped out. He was angry. But it doesn't mean that he was going to stab the cops, And, the cops ain't got time to think about that. Did you see he was coming? No, they did have time to think about that. They could have backed up more. Stop not been so itchy and scared, But then again, like I said, it goes back to the training. But that's just the way I am. I already know there's going to be people that are going to disagree. And like I said, I mean, there's a certain amount of you that are really cold-hearted. I see it in the comments, and a lot of times I get rid of you. Trust me. I know you see your comments gone, or they don't get through, because YouTube has a really great filter now that gets rid of a lot of psychopath like comments and stuff like that. So that's good, but life is way more precious than what you may think in your little bubble, and there's no way I'm taking it unless it's an absolute must. Not because it's an option, it has to be a must for me. Not an option, it has to be a must. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. And if you enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.